The SADC Organ Troika Summit on politics, defense and security is set to get underway in Durban, bringing regional leaders together to discuss peace, security and political stability across Southern Africa. The summit comes as the region continues to address security challenges and strengthen cooperation among member states. For the latest on the summit, security arrangements, as well as the key issues under discussion, we cross live again to SABC News international reporter Khayelihle Khumalo in Durban. The stage is set. Give us a sense, first and foremost, Khayelihle, as to what is happening today. We know that tomorrow is a big meeting. Heads of state and heads of government are sitting.
Well, absolutely, SABC. It is a very critical moment here in Durban. As you know, that we're expecting the Troika to have a high-level meeting during the course of this afternoon to really just look at space. You know, when you look at just the state of security within the region, which is a very, very important area if you are talking about development, but really to look at really just in terms of the agenda now. Let's hear from Lesotho. So the Foreign Affairs Minister is here with us, Minister Dao. So once again, sir, thank you so much for your time. From Lesotho's point of view, sir, let's look at the importance of this particular gathering. I mean, the whole issue of industrialization, of job creation, very, very important issues. But let's get you Masero's perspective in this regard.
Yes. No, thank you once again. Thank you to have an encounter with SABC. If you look at this summit, and of course from Masero's perspective, it has got quite a significance, major. If you look at the summit now, the focus is on industrialization, the focus is on trade, the focus is on building the connectivity, the logistics and all that, which are basically the basis for economic development. If you look at the logistics, some of the topics that have been discussed in the summit includes the issue of the North-South corridor, where we are saying we need a total interconnectivity in terms of the roads, in terms of the rail networks within the region. They are key because they are themselves the heartbeat of the economy. You need roads to move trade. You need roads for people to move. And such topic or the theme actually comes in the wake of the recent migration flare-ups in the region, as we know about that. So if we improve on trade, we improve on industrialization, and improve our road networks, it means we would actually be addressing the recent challenges that just flared up in the region in respect of migration. So it's very important.
And certainly, Minister, still talking about the issue of migration. You know, your counterparts from South Africa, Minister Ronald Lamola, indicated that this platform afforded him an opportunity just to give an update about the current situation in South Africa and just a broader issue around migration in terms of a very well-coordinated approach from SADC, from the African continent as well.
Yeah, look, one of the manner in which SADC operates is to say, look, an injury to one is an injury to all. Now, if you have one of the countries, in particular South Africa, having migration challenges, while it impacts on us as neighbors of South Africa, but we also acknowledge that it is our problem altogether, which we should actually join hands and attempt and make effort to resolve together. Now, if you look at this summit, for instance, and you would recall that a day or two ago, President Ramaphosa actually conducted a public lecture. And in one of the issues that he addressed was the migration challenge. And it's important that he raised that because even in the summit itself, the South African government would actually get an opportunity to lay its perspective when it comes to migration. So we really appreciate that, and we are happy that South Africa has had an opportunity to raise that. We are happy that it's actually tabled it. We're happy that we can then constructively engage on the issue of migration as a region, not only as South Africa, but as a region, because we deem that to be a collective, responsibility for us.
And obviously, Minister, the whole issue around the regional value chains, issue around trade, making sure that we see, the movement of goods and stuff, and also the removal, whether you're looking at non-tariff barriers and stuff. I would imagine that's key, because that's where the answer lies in terms of boosting trade to enable countries really to have quite a lot of cooperation and collaboration in this regard.
Yes, of course. I mean, look, SADC is made up of 16 countries, and each country has got its own potential, has got its own strength when it comes to knowledge, when it comes to natural resources, when it comes to, a whole host of, items that are needed for people's survival. And obviously, as we come together as SADC and actually try to look deeper into the trade requirements, trade needs of the region, we then begin to identify which country can actually offer what. And then from there, then we say, look, is there a need for us to be actually seeking certain products elsewhere while we can actually source them within the region? Is there a need for us to be exporting elsewhere when we can actually export within the region? So it's important that we also deal with the issue of trade and make sure that we build each other's capacities, build each other's economy, and at the end of the day, the region can actually thrive. I mean, SADC has achieved a lot. SADC region is the most stable region in the African continent. And the achievement of that political and security stability, with the exception of 1 or 2 incidents, it's positioned SADC, or rather the region, for much more further investments while saving the entire African market of 1.2 billion or so consumers.
Minister, obviously, before we let you go, the issue of AGOA once again back in the spotlight with the developments in the U.S. I don't know if you have been following the developments that now there's a potential extension, and I would imagine that speaks to the whole global South-North cooperation in terms of making sure that you're boosting trade and people do benefit as well.
Yeah, look, I mean, there's been some progress that has been made in as far as AGOA is concerned. Perhaps talking directly about Lesotho, we have just received a confirmation that we have had an extension of AGOA up to the end of 2028, which gives us a breather to sort ourselves, and hopefully that by the time we get to 2028, we would have then engaged with the country that is concerned, that is involved with AGOA, to make much more further concessions so that we can actually have an opportunity for our people to continue to have jobs in that industry. And remember, AGOA is not just about one product. It's about a whole host of products. And I would urge those regional countries that are getting an opportunity with AGOA Acts to increase the number of products that they're actually exporting to the US. So it's an opportunity.
All right. Minister Tau, thank you so much indeed, sir, for your time. And of course, that's Masero's top diplomat, Tabi. So really just giving us a sense about the significance of these particular summits right here in the coastal city of Durban. I mean, if you talk about North and South corridor, this is exactly where it starts, from the ports of Durban, going to so many countries across the region.